On Friday, Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard took to X to reveal findings that her team have gathered on the 2016 Russia collusion hoax, most of which anyone who has been following the story already knew. But now our national intelligence leader, Tulsi Gabbard, is confirming for the record. That part is new. A massive win for Trump and a deadly loss for those who took part in the hoax. Gabbard, through an X thread, laid out exactly how former FBI Director James Comey, CIA Director John Brennan, and DNI James Clapper gathered at the Obama White House, where Obama directed them to create a new intelligence assessment that detailed Russian election meddling, all to help Donald Trump. And this is a narrative that they spun back then. And we've been covering this. We knew they've done this. But the part that becomes shocking is the confirmation that even though these figures knew their narrative would contradict multiple intelligence assessments, they continued to push the story forward over the course of several months and maybe even years. It was then that these corrupt, treasonous, so-called leaders of our intelligence communities relayed this manufactured information to members of the press, who were all too eager to run with the story that Donald Trump was a Russian asset. Remember that infamous 60-minute interview Trump did with Lesley Stahl, where she claimed there was no real evidence of Trump's campaign being spied on, and this interaction took place?
So the biggest scandal was when they spied on my campaign. They spied on my campaign.
There's no real evidence of that.
Of course there is. It's all over the place. Leslie,
Sir,
they spied on my campaign and they got caught.
Can I say something? You know, this is 60 Minutes, and we can't put on things we can't verify.
You won't put it on because it's bad for Biden.
We can't put on things we can't verify.
Leslie, they spied on my campaign.
Well, we can't verify that.
It's been totally verified.
No.
It's been, just go down and get the papers. They spied on my campaign, they got caught.
No.
And then they went much further than that, and they got caught. And you will see that, Leslie, and you know that, but you just don't want to put it on the air.
As a matter of fact, I don't know.
Such a famous clip, and they still don't want to admit that they were wrong here. But as the story goes, just days before President Trump took office, DNI Clapper unveiled the Obama-directed politicized assessment that laid the groundwork for a years-long coup intended to subvert President Trump's entire presidency. Whistleblower emails shared with DNI show Clapper and Brennan used the baseless, discredited Steele dossier as a source to push this false narrative in the intelligence assessment. And we've learned recently out of CIA, they did so despite the advice of top advisors who said none of this was corroborated. DNI Gabbard concluded the X thread on Friday by stating, "I am providing all documents to the Department of Justice to deliver the accountability that President Trump, his family, and the American people deserve." Well, all this is good and well, but some have been out here for years laying all of this exact plot out. If you followed OAN, or if you read and followed our dear friend Lee Smith, investigative journalist and author of The Plot Against the President, or you watched the film they made about it, you've known this for years. So now we're at the point where it's all being confirmed in black and white by top officials. The Clintons, the Obamas, the deep state, and there is a deep state. They consist of names and faces. It's not a conspiracy. All these players colluded to whole hog manufacture lies in order to derail America's inevitable choice in Donald Trump, a free choice. The thing is, we've known about all this for a long time, but we weren't in a position to do anything about it. After DNI Gabbard's report here, after this month, it looks like we are in a position to do something. But what exactly? Does this mean justice comes at last for CIA Director John Brennan? Does this mean Obama gets handcuffs and Hillary finally goes to jail, as President Trump seems to be truthing?
For all our viewers asking where One America News is heading in the future, we would like to introduce you to OAN Live. OAN Live is the best way to stay up to date on all of the hard-hitting, straight-shooting, national and international headlines. And the best part is, OAN Live is only $4.99 per month. All the credible, honest, unbiased reporting One America News offers at a fraction of the cost of cable. Just go to OANN.com to easily sign up for OAN Live and stay informed.